Dana Minney, and here is today's 1-minute parent tip. Hi, welcome to the 1-minute parent. Today's segment is titled, You Drive the Car, Not Your Mood. In other words, if you have a mood, whether it's sad or resentful or jealous or grumpy, then you can always put that aside because you don't want that mood to be running things in your family. Because if the grumpiness is running the mood of the family, then what's going to happen to the kids, to your partner, to anybody that talks to you? That mood is going to infect them. So you can have a bad mood, but don't let the mood run the show. There was an example where literally my mood was driving the car and had to stop the car to change my mood. And what happened was we were driving to go on vacation and I had packed up a cooler of food so we could stop and eat on the way, and we could bring a lot of the food with us and we wouldn't have to buy food when we got there. And I just had it all planned out. I like to plan, especially when it comes to food. And I had asked my son to put the cooler in the car. So as we're driving about 2 hours into the drive, I was getting hungry. So I said, could you reach in the cooler and grab out the carrots? And my son was saying, there are no carrots in the cooler. And I was like, what? I'm sure there were carrots in the cooler. What's in the cooler? And he's like, just some empty wrappers. I was like, what? And I turned and looked, and he had brought his lunchbox. His lunchbox with the remnants of his lunch, and which was basically empty, crumpled up wrappers. And I really flipped out because by then it was too late to turn around and go back. And I knew that I had all this food that was just gonna be perishing, sitting in my kitchen over the weekend. And we were going to have to buy all this food when I had the food planned. It was heartbreaking. So I flipped out. I was like, what? No! Like in Home Alone, no! And I was so angry. And finally, I realized that it was not safe to be angry and to be driving the car. So I pulled off the road. And the kids were very nervous by this time. They were like, uh-oh, Mommy's really lost it. And we sat in the car and I said, well, we don't have any food. So I guess we need food. So we stopped and we got food. And I just resigned myself to the fact that we were going to have to buy new food even though we had food and that food was being wasted. But there was nothing that could be done. So we just ended up buying food, and we had a great weekend, and we bought food. It was okay to spend money on food because we got some other stuff for free. That was cool. And so I did let my mood drive the car for a short period of time, but I was able to recognize it with the feedback and the scared expressions on my kids' faces and stopped the car and changed my mood. So the mood didn't run the show and didn't drive the car, and we made it safely there and back for our vacation. Thanks for watching. Bye.